The First Minister has been defending her handling of coronavirus as statistics show Scotland's COVID death rate rose higher than England's in recent weeks. Opposition parties have criticised her record.
Speaking on the Andrew Marr programme, the First Minister was questioned about Scotland's record compared to England.
It's time for a look at the front page of the papers, most of them concentrating on the rollout of the vaccine. The Daily Telegraph starts with the main headline, "Speed up vaccine rollout to match England," Sturgeon is told. It goes on to say Nicola Sturgeon has been urged to rapidly speed up Scotland's vaccine rollout after it emerged the country is already falling behind England in delivering life-saving doses.
Well, let's talk about coronavirus now. Penny, plenty of coverage today on the vaccine rollout.
The Herald on Sunday has a very strong front page, very strong graphics at the top of it, and then a special report, the inside story, saying that the rollout of vaccine is falling, quotes, behind the curve, close quotes, in Scotland. In England, the programme's GP-led. The Scottish Mail on Sunday has an attack on the SNP, saying that the SNP, and again, open quotes, is too slow, close quotes, on vaccines rollout. It's quoting unspecified UK government sources saying that they're confident vaccines can be delivered faster than over the 4 weeks set out by the First Minister.
Nicola Sturgeon has come under fire over the Scottish Government's timetable for delivering the 2-dose COVID-19 vaccine to the adult population. More than 309,000 people have received their first injection. 13% of the 80 and over age group in Scotland had received their first dose by last weekend. But this is still well behind the figures published in England almost a week ago, which showed 36% of the age group had been vaccinated. Scottish Conservative leader Douglas Ross says more needs to be done to accelerate the rollout.
What we want to do is to help the Scottish Government to make sure that the numbers being vaccinated in Scotland can match the numbers that are being vaccinated elsewhere in the United Kingdom.
The latest figures show Scotland is beginning to catch up, but it is still behind. 14% of over 16-year-olds have been vaccinated here. In Wales, that figure is almost 18%, while 19% of the population has been given the jab in England. At Holyrood, the First Minister faced questions about whether there's a postcode lottery.
Our vaccine rollout is much slower than England, Wales and Northern Ireland.
The Scottish Government insists they're ahead of schedule, but opposition parties are accusing them of being slower than other parts of the UK. Well, Nicola Sturgeon has defended the speed of the vaccine rollout, insisting the Scottish Government is on track to meet or exceed targets. But opposition parties say the scheme isn't keeping pace with UK neighbours.
Scotland has given slightly over 575,000 people their first dose. In England, 8 million people have had it. That's proportionately higher. Some worry about that last set of figures in particular.
We can't even keep pace with England. In fact, we can't even keep pace with Wales, which is smaller than us.
For the Conservatives, issues like vaccination should be the focus. They insist a second independence vote must take a back seat in order to get the country back on track.
The SNP's priority is another independence referendum.